the next presenter, who is Kiana Anderson, who is a doctoral student in the English department in the literature graduate program. The title of Kiana's presentation is Ceremonial Storytelling, Recentering and Applying Indigenous Protocols Within Academic Research.
Aloha kako, o Kiana ko inoa no Hilo maiau. My name is Kiana. I am from Hilo, Hawaii, and I am the product of 1,000 generations of storytellers who lived so that I could be here today. In the Pacific Islander and indigenous cultures I embody, stories are used as a methodology, a way of life, and are the basis for our research. The common Pacific Islander practice of talking stories is an intentional tradition of oral storytelling, where you share a part of yourself, and that's reciprocated by listening to others. This unearths our relations to one another and to the lands that we inhabit. Now, a practice like this might sit in tension with something like research, which often involves investigating something in order to add to or to problematize a specific area of knowledge. There's often a subject being looked at in order to collect data, and whatever doesn't quite fit into data risks being lost and forgotten. So our multimedia project takes up the lost and forgotten by talking stories with 5 scholar thinkers who are also centering stories within their work. A few colleagues and I were interested in how indigenous methodologies like storytelling can be used within our research. We often neglect the scholarship that existed before writing in academia, that everything we know now actually connects back to the technologies and discoveries made by indigenous peoples that were passed down through stories. The project showed that stories are vital to include in how we approach research today. The prefix re means to go back, to tell again. At the heart of research, then, is story. Stories can thus be employed as a mode of decolonizing research that acknowledges indigenous methodologies and recenters them back into academia as legitimate forms of knowing and researching. So in asking the question, what did research look like before it was written down, we must wonder, if it didn't always look this way, why are we forgetting what came before? There's so much more. Story is history, is research, is method, is data, is analysis, is remembering, is us, now. Simple things like engaging in story within our research and disciplines would begin to account for the things that data can't. It would instead account for the stories that can only be felt and remembered through researching for them, providing access for larger audiences to connect, relate, and enter into the conversation. We're nothing without stories, and I urge us all to consider what's yours. Mahalo.